So just installed my swivel seat base from RJ Campers. Everyone else I've seen, their legs are dangling, but this is actually a really good height, and my god does it open the van up. Very simple, very neatly packaged. Not that you really need instructions. That took me a total of about 10 minutes to install that. Very quick indeed, just 4 bolts undone from the bottom of the original seat base. Disconnect the SRS lead for the seat sensor. Pull the seat out of the way, put the base in, 4 bolts, the original bolts to do it up, but add a 10 lock, an M10 nylock nut, and that base went back. The swivel base went back on, and then it was just a case of using the new bolts provided for the new bolts. But very simple to install, very easy to turn around. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my reverse camera there because it got really close. If it wasn't for the fact that originally the gear stick was blocking it, I could have disconnected my bloody mirror. But when those seats are recovered with leather and whatever, it's really good. That's proper open it up, and I feel a lot better now because there's my sink line. So it was always going to be tight up the front, but yeah, once I've cleared all this out, got my kitchen installed, which is now turned up. So yeah, this is proper open up. I've just got the driver's one to do now. That's going to have a flap up bit of the worktop to provide a table there, and probably a lagoon table for this one. Probably mount it down here somewhere, I don't know yet, but yeah, no, really pleased with that. Now I've got a bit more room to work with and everything. Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with that. Really quality big bit of kit, and very well packaged, and a nice plastic sleeve folder with all the information. So really pleased with that. Good bit of kit. Now I'm onto the driver's one. Installing my single seat base. It turns out you've got to run the SRS cable through that nut there, which obviously means cutting it. So I've cut it, soldered it, heat shrunk it, and I'll wrap it up with some electrical tape, and then I'll install the single base. So I'll be back in a bit. So a few minutes later, I've got the swivel seat all installed. I've done the wiring, obviously. I've just got to sort out this handbrake now. There's a kit in there to lower the back end so that the seat swivels around without interfering with that. So that's my next job, just to finish off. So I'll touch back in a bit. So I've got my handbrake lowering kit in. Very easy. Just 2 bolts that undo the bracket to that leg that's coming out of the driver's base. 2 bolts to undo that. You put a plate in with 2 supplied bolts, and then use the existing bolts to bolt it back over the top. And my little pup's come out to try and get involved. Little monkey. He's been sat watching me while I built a couple of IKEA cabinets for the kitchen, and he's just learned to jump in here. So if I stand back, he'll probably end up jumping in, a little sod. But yeah, that kit from R&J Campers is absolute quality. I think start to finish, to do it again if in another van, it would probably take me about less than an hour for the whole job, start to finish. The kit comes lovely presented, lovely little folder with all the information that you need and really good directions, very clear, good quality fittings that come with it. The one thing I noticed, I had to go out for a little drive earlier, and I was going to leave the double seat in place, but it goes back so far it catches on the gear stick, so you've got no chance of driving it with the vehicle with it turned around fully and locked in. Although you could undo it and move it back, I guess, but I decided for safety's sake not to bother. So yeah, so really pleased with that kit. R&J Campers, definitely recommend that kit, everything I needed in there, and I think it was £486. So yeah, very pleased with that. Didn't get any fault codes, so I had to. So you get a lead that comes to go thread through the double swivel base, but you've just got a hollowed out nut and bolt in the driver's one, so you've got to cut the wire, feed it through obviously both sides. I sold it, heat shrunk it, as you saw earlier in the video. But yeah, no fault codes, all running fine. So yeah, really pleased with that. Very good bit of kit, very easy to install. The movement on the seats is unbelievable. You won't realise how good it is until you install it yourself. So thumbs up to R&J Campers. Really good bit of kit. Very impressed. So I've got my overhead storage frame up. I haven't done the door yet, but I've got that T-trim. I've just got to cut a piece off. Yes, it's not 100%. It's not as good as I would have liked it quality wise, but I think it has a really lovely effect. So at some point I'm probably going to have to glue some of this T-trim in, because I had all sorts of problems with router bits bending and springs coming loose and God knows what else. It was a real nightmare doing that T-trim, or doing the slot for it. Sod's law, I got the one in here to perfection. But yeah, just I need a bit more practice, I think. But yeah, that's in. Complements the swivel seats well now. So I'll have a quick tidy up and get on with another little job.